Hey 49ers, Tyler Creech here from South Village. We have some exciting news coming to you today. We're going to be preparing some meal kits for you guys in lieu of the teaching kitchen. But it's exciting because it's nice bags that you can just take home and prepare the food yourself. Today, we're doing a black bean burger. So this is an entire vegan meal here. We have black bean burger with a Chipotle Mayo, roasted sweet potato fries, and a Southwest salad. I hope you enjoy. We're going to start by getting our ingredients ready for our black bean burgers. So we're going to start by baking our black beans. So we're just going to take our black beans and put them on our sheet tray and spread them out evenly. We're going to bake these at 350 degrees for 10 minutes. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and make our roasted sweet potato fries. Now we're going to leave the skin on for this application just to add some extra fiber, but we do want to cut the ends off because they can be a little tough. So we're going to cut those. We did go ahead and pre-wash this as well, but just a quick rinse to make sure that the dirt is off. Also, to help yourself when cutting potatoes, if you cut off a little bit of one side, it gives you a flat edge to go ahead and make your planks. So now we're just going to come right down and cut these into about a 1/4 inch or so planks. And then we can stack our planks up and cut them into our sweet potato fries. So we're just going to sprinkle these onto a sheet tray. And we're going to add some olive oil. Just drizzle it. You also can toss this so that they're very well coated. Then you want to make sure that you're not stacking them so they cook evenly. And you're just going to crack a little salt and pepper on them. So we're going to take our black beans out of the oven and cool them off for our black bean burgers. We're going to turn the oven up to 425 degrees to roast our sweet potatoes. Now that our oven is preheated, we're going to add our sweet potato fries. We're going to cook these for 10 minutes, flip them, and then cook for about 8 to 10 more minutes. So now we're going to work on our salad. To add a little bit of flavor to our corn and pepper, we're going to saute it. It's not necessary. You could leave them raw if you like that. We're just going to do that today, and I'm going to show you how. So you cut the ends off your pepper, and you can cut it right in half. You're just going to pull the seeds and the ribs out, and then we're just going to dice this up. If you wanted to add some spice, you could add a jalapeno to this as well. So we're going to add a little bit of olive oil to our pan. The pan is already hot. We're going to add our peppers. And our corn. And we're going to cook that just to give it a little bit of color. When it starts to turn brown, we can add a little salt and pepper. So the corn and peppers are fully sauteed. I'm just going to add them to a bowl and stick them in the fridge to let them cool off before we put them on our salad. So now we're going to start our black beans. They're blistered and they're cooled down. We're going to start mashing them a little bit. You could use a fork, you could use a whisk, you could use your hands if you wanted to. Once they start mashing up, we're going to add our oats, 2 tablespoons, and then also our chipotle. And we're going to incorporate those in. Next, we're going to take our avocado. We're going to cut it in half and then just kind of rough chop it because we are going to mash half of that into our burger. We're going to leave the other half for the top of our burger. Now that our black bean burgers are well incorporated, we're just going to hit them with a little salt and pepper. And we're gonna mix that in. And you can see how tacky this burger mixture is. That's exactly what you want, so your burgers will stick together. So we're just gonna pick that up. We're gonna make a ball and we're gonna patty it out into a burger. You could divide this and make 2 sliders if you like. So we have our hot saute pan here with some olive oil, and we're just gonna add our burger to the hot pan. You're gonna cook it for about 3 to 4 minutes on one side, and then flip it over and cook it for another 3 to 4 minutes on the other side. So it's been about 4 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and flip our burger. Just be careful if there's a lot of oil not to let it splatter. And you can see how nice and sauteed that is. It's got a nice charred color on it. It's not black, but it's nice and brown. So we're gonna let that cook for another 4 minutes on the other side. So we're gonna go ahead and toss together our salad. We're gonna start by making the dressing. We have cilantro, lime, and some olive oil. Go ahead and add the olive oil to the bowl. If you press down on the lime and roll it, it'll break up the juice a little bit, so it's easier to juice. We're just gonna cut that in half. You can just take a dinner fork and stick it in the lime and press and twist, and it's gonna get a lot of that juice out of there. And we're just gonna mince up our cilantro. If you like cilantro a lot, you could not mince it up as fine. You could leave it kind of more chunky if you like that. So it's kind of up to you. We're just gonna add that cilantro to our bowl. Add just a little salt and pepper. And we're just gonna mix it together until it's well incorporated. And we can just set that aside to go on top of our salad. So we're gonna go ahead and top our salad. So we're gonna finish the prep by cutting 2 slivers of red onion. They can be as rough chopped as you like. They can be as fine as you like. And then you can just add this right into the bowl with the corn and red pepper that we sauteed earlier. Next, we're gonna take a tomato and just dice it up into nice big pieces. And then we're gonna add that right into the bowl as well. And then next we're just gonna tear up our bib lettuce a little bit. So just nice pieces, bite-sized pieces. Just gonna tear that up. This has been washed. It's important to always wash your lettuce. Obviously they grow in dirt, so sometimes sand and things can get stuck in the ribs of those. So we're just gonna rip that up. And we're just gonna set this aside for plating when our burger and fries are ready. All right, the last little bit of prep that we need to do before we plate is make our Chipotle mayonnaise. So we have Chipotle here, a vegan mayonnaise. You could use regular mayonnaise, but we are keeping this recipe vegan. And then you're gonna use a lime. We're gonna do the same thing we did before. We will roll it a little bit to get the juice out, and we'll slice it in half. Now the recipe only calls for 1 teaspoon, so it's about half of a lime. Just squeeze that in there. If you like more lime juice, you're more than welcome to add more. We're gonna go ahead and add our vegan mayonnaise and our Chipotle. Again, if you like this even more spicy, add more Chipotle kind of to your flavor. Last thing we're gonna do is just hit it with a little salt and pepper. And then just give that a good stir. All right, for plating, we're just gonna go ahead and mix our salad. We don't wanna mix it too early or your greens will get really wilty. I would take a little bit of our dressing and mix it in with our corn mixture and just kind of give that a nice toss. It's gonna just flavor that up really nicely. We're gonna take a few of our greens and put them on our plate. And you can just top with the corn mixture. There we go, just for a nice little side salad. And then we're gonna go ahead and take our burger. We have a whole wheat bun here. You could toast this if you like. On there. We have our cooked black bean burger here. We're just gonna add that to the bun. And then we have some lettuce, tomato, onion, and avocado to go on top. So we're just gonna put that right on top, the sliced avocado. And then we have our Chipotle dressing. So add as much as you like, depending on how spicy you like it. But then we're just gonna go ahead and top that burger. And I believe our sweet potato fries are done. Perfect. So we're just gonna get a nice amount of those right on our plate. There you go. And hopefully you enjoy.